COVID-19, and so they got a bye into the fourth round where they played against Chelsea. And of course, we know the intrigue surrounding that game. Jose Mourinho, former Chelsea manager, and last two matches Chelsea beat him, so he really wanted one over his former student in Frank Lampard, and they did that yesterday, winning on penalty. So congratulations to Tottenham Hotspur and Jose Mourinho. Tennis is on. Roland Garros, we saw Novak Djokovic in action yesterday. It was an easy win for him. He won in straight sets. So we'll be looking at the results of all of the matches that we played. And of course, we will also be looking at what's going to happen tonight. Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Miami Heat, they will be taking on the might of LA Lakers. Good morning and welcome to Sports Fiesta. It is live on 92.7 KUFM, Benin City. My name is Saliu Ibrahim. They call me the Sports Ibracadabra because I bring magic to sports presentation and analysis. My strike partner this morning is Egosa Aigbeka. Egosa, welcome to the show. Let's begin from other sports. We'll get back to football shortly, but let's begin in tennis. Novak Djokovic was in action at the French Open last night, and he had an easy win, 6-love, 6-2, 6-3. That's how he was able to dispatch his opponent, highly rated Swede youngster in Mikael Ymer. Some people are looking at him as a potential Grand Slam winner someday, but it was absolutely no problem for Novak Djokovic. He dropped just 5 games as he cruised to his straight sets victory.
Yeah, congratulations to Novak Djokovic. Going to that game, he was a big dog, while Ymer was the underdog going to that game. And the fact that the 22-year-old was not able to cope with the experience of Novak Djokovic, with the forehand, the backhand, and all the strokes that he was getting from the world number one. I think that goes to show that you haven't played against him. You just have to take some lessons from that and also see how he can improve on his games each time he step onto the court again. It's a privilege to play against one of those big three, talking about Djokovic, Nadal, and Roger Federer, because these guys, they've attained the heights that would take some people 3 decades, 4 decades to achieve, if they are to go as far as that age is concerned in sport. So for me, I think playing against Djokovic, all he needs to do is to go back and watch the clips and see how Djokovic dispatch him, so he can also learn and improve on his game. So it was no brainer for Djokovic to have won in straight sets. He's looking forward to adding this to his collection. So all he needs to do is to start on the positive note. So congratulations to him, the way he won the straight sets, and that shows that he's going to go far in the tournament. But I hope he does, because last time out he was disqualified, and I was really touched, because he did not do it intentionally. But right now he's also doing well, and he's somebody who likes to win. So for me, it was it's just a fantastic one for him. Honestly, it was easy, but I think that's how stars. That's how they start a tournament, if they are to win at the end of the day.
15th, Stefanos Tsitsipas was also in action. He had to come back from 2 sets down to beat Joan Munar of Spain 4-6, 2-6, 6-1, 6-4, 6-4.
Yeah, this is something I did not expect from the Greek, because looking at both players, one will expect Stefanos Tsitsipas to go through in straight sets, but it's not really easy, because when you have to make a mark in a big tournament, you just have to fight against the big guys and see how far you can go. Yeah, for Jimona Claire, it would have been a straight set, but he started very well. Maybe at some point he failed to build on that first 2 sets that he won, and he allowed the Greek to start gaining momentum. And once you start coming back from maybe 2 sets down and you're able to level up 2-2 and it goes into the decider, the one that comes back from that 2 sets down tends to have that momentum to finish up, because he was already down, now he's coming up. So for me, I think Jimona Claire, all he needs to do is to see how far he can close the game once he's right up there, because once you start having the games against you, you start having double faults and all that, and your opponent start getting the wins, which will give him that victory at the end of the day. So for Tsitsipas, yeah, when it comes to clay, he's really, really good, just like Dominic Thiem and also Matteo Berrettini of Italy. So there are some guys who are really good on the clay, no matter how down they have what it takes to always make a comeback and go on to progress. So fantastic one for him winning on the 5-setter.
Okay, let's look at the results from other matches that were played yesterday.
Yeah, Rublev also was in action, and he lost the 2 sets on the tie break before beating American Sam Querrey 6-7, 6-7, 7-5, 6-4, 6-3 for his first major win at Roland Garros. Then that's where we had Italian 7th seed Matteo Berrettini, who claimed an equally straightforward victory, beating Vasek Popisili 6-3, 6-1, 6-3 to progress. Then there was another Canadian 9th seed Denis Shapovalov, who hit 55 winners and broke serve 11 times in a 6-2, 7-5, 5-7, 6-3 win over Francis Gissimo. And elsewhere, Spanish Roberto Batista Agu seeded 10th, knocked out another home player in the shape of Richard Gasquet, winning 7-6, 6-2, 6-1. These are the results of the men's singles. Well, let's quickly check that of the women as the French Open is going on.
Sloane Stephens beat Vitalia Diachenko of Russia 6-2, 6-2. Petra Matic of Croatia defeated Misaki Doi of Japan 7-6, 7-5. Arina Zabalenka defeated Jessica Pegula 6-3, 6-1. And we had Veronika Kudermetova of Russia defeating Pauline Parmentier of France 6-2, 6-3. Paula Badosa beat Katerina Kozlova 6-2, 4-6, 6-2. Arina Bara beat Dona Vekic 6-3, 6-4. These are just some of the results that there are so many of them at this stage. You usually have so many matches being played. It's when you start getting to the quarterfinals that you can take all the results. But for some of the selected results, Yelena Ostapenko beat Madison Brengul of the United States 6-2, 6-1.
But for the British, I think their interest has ended, and I'm really surprised how far they are really going to go in the major tournament if they are to make a mark in Grand Slams. Because when you look at it, both for the men and the women, they've all crashed out, and one wonder what's wrong with the British tennis. So are the future stars to do well for them. Walter Ferro, French woman Ferro defeated Hilda Wasson straight sets, and she was the last to take part for the English women, that's the British women. So I don't know. John Akonta started it, losing straight sets to young teenager Cory Kokogov. Who one understands. One thought, okay, as a veteran, maybe she has what it is to beat Kokogov and go on to win great stuff. She was beaten in straight sets, and from then on, the rest of them they've all crashed out. And it was Hilda Wasson who lost yesterday to our French opponent, Ferro, and also others: Andy Murray, John Akonta, Dan Evans, Cameron Norrie, and Liam Broderick. They've all lost out, in their games on Sunday and Monday. So I don't know where in British tennis, will go from here. But I just hope that they will go back and see how far they need to improve on their games.
Okay, that's it for tennis. Let's go on a break, and when we return, we will be looking at football, and of course, we'll be going into the segment that is powered by BetPay.
Today to win for the 9 Mobile Mega Millions promo. 90 people go home 1 million naira every day for 90 days. 2 people go win smartphones every hour, every day. The one who sleep pass, now the 10 million naira grand prize. If you not be 9 Mobile customer, move, come outside or buy a new line. In addition to the plenty millions and smartphones, we go summer you with 1 gigabyte plus 500 naira airtime instanta plus up to 100% data bonus for 1 year. Recharge 200 naira and above. Make you for the win. Promo starts August 10 and ends November 7, 2020, and is approved by FCCPC.
9 Mobile. My people, for this period where we know say e no easy, but you gat hustle. We just want make you know say if morning fit show after night, e sure say one day our hustle go pure. This life na general market for whatever, my people, na the Naija way. Sun no dey stop breeze, rain no dey disturb water, nothing fit hold you. If things hook, you sef hook follow hand till you unhook am. Na things go tire last, no be you. For this hustle matter, we dey am together. Make we remain calm, stand gidigba, but no forget to stay safe o. This message na Fan Milk, owners of Fan Vanille and Super Yogo bring am to you o. Happy Independence Day, my people.
This oil we good oh, Devon King's oil. This oil we find it, Devon King's oil, and it's fun.
Devon King's cooking oil na ogbonge oil wey fresh well and the price na carry go. E get tamper proof and e dey for different sizes, so as e dey sweet your belle, e dey sweet your pocket. Oya, jolly inside better, go buy Devon King's oil for shop wey near you.
Devon King's oil.
I'm tired of the poor power situation. Every time I stock the fridge, I come back to spoiled food.
My dear, I am tired too.
I think it's about time we go solar.
Go solar?
With Vertical Solar, we can go solar for as low as 36,000 naira monthly by paying in installments of up to 12 months.
Really?
Vertical Solar range of products can power household devices such as televisions, fridges, air conditioners, microwave, water pumps, electric iron, washing machine, and lots more. With extensive pay in installments plans up to 12 months with 10 years warranty.
Wow! What are the benefits of solar energy?
We are talking uninterrupted power supply, no monthly electricity bill, zero noise and smoke emission, and reduced generator maintenance cost.
Where is Vertical Solar located?
Number 28, Country Home Hotel Road off Ajib Junction, Sapele Road, Benin City. You can call them on 0816-170-1105 or 0703-623-4843. You can also send them an email on info@verticalsolar.com.ng.
Vertical Solar, your lifetime power partners.
Yes, awesome game last night at the new White Hart Lane. Chelsea versus Tottenham Hotspur. At one point, it looked like Chelsea were going to run away with it because they absolutely dominated. You look at ball possession, you look at the number of passes that they were making, you look at how they were controlling the game. But look, it doesn't really matter. What matters at the end of the day is the statistic at the top of the screen. What is the scores? At one point it was 1-0. Chelsea, I think, led in the 19th minutes. Maybe good news for them that Timo Werner got to go. He didn't play as the top striker yesterday. We had Olivier Giroud playing in that position, and later Tammy Abraham came in. But Timo Werner got the goal for them, and it looked like they were absolutely going to dominate Tottenham Hotspur. But Spurs stayed in it. Chelsea had chances to score. They were unable to take it. Abraham missed a good opportunity. Callum Hudson-Odoi, who started as a winger, also missed a great opportunity. Then we had Mason Mount, who was in a fantastic position. All he had to do was to give the pass to Timo Werner, but he didn't, and instead that pass was intercepted, and eventually Tottenham Hotspur got a late equalizer through Eric Lamela. Later on, Harry Kane came on, and they now started creating chances. Chelsea had Edward Mendy in goal, making his debut for them, and we saw some fantastic saves from him. And I had some Chelsea commentators saying that if it had been Kepa or Willy Caballero, those shots might have been scored by Tottenham Hotspur, but he covered himself well. He did great stuff. But in the resultant penalty shootout, he was helpless to save Chelsea. But there was something that happened in that game. It was funny. In the 77th minute, Eric Dyer had to leave the pitch. He ran off the pitch, and Jose Mourinho sprinted after him, and it was shown later that Eric Dyer went to relieve himself in the toilet, and afterwards, of course, he came back, and he even was among those who scored in the resultant penalty shootouts, and he laughed over it later and said, look, when you have to go, you have to go. And even Jose Mourinho later laughed about it, said, look, this guy is playing 2 games in 48 hours, so it's not easy, and when nature calls, you have to go. But Tottenham Hotspur in the quarterfinals at the expense of Chelsea.
Yeah, good one for them, because Chelsea failed to take their chances, and when you do that, you get paid for it, you get punished for it. And this is exactly the same thing they did over the weekend when they had to struggle to get a draw, in that remarkable comeback. But it would have been better if they had made that comeback a victorious one. But then I think Frank Lampard should learn his lessons. Yes, try and win games. When you are leading, try and finish it up. Because though it wasn't easy playing against Tottenham Hotspur, who had to rest after they were given a bye following Leighton Orient's players who tested positive for COVID-19. But yesterday, yes, Timo Werner, fantastic, got that goal, but he had another chance to bury. He couldn't do that. Callum also had a chance, but for the penalties, I think Edward Mendy, yes, you don't blame anyone for penalties, but sometimes you need to use your brains when it comes to penalties. Yes, I know 4 of the penalties they took went to the right side, and it was only when it dived to that side that Harry Kane had to change his spot. And maybe as a goalkeeper, I haven't seen the first and second. Maybe you should have done that in the third and fourth.
How would you know when it's not the same player that is coming to take it?
I understand. But he tried to do that.
Yeah, and when he did, Harry Kane went the other way.
Yeah, maybe Harry Kane must have thought, okay, this guy, for me, it's like that.
I recall, it reminds me of what happened in the 1984 Africa Cup of Nations, Nigeria versus Egypt in the semi-final. Right, Egypt took a 2-goal lead, then Nigeria fought back and we equalized. It was now 2-2, so it went to penalties. So Stephen Keshi, when he was telling the story many years later, he said he noticed that the Egyptians were scoring all of their penalties on the left side of Peter Rufai. Peter Rufai was always diving to the right. And then he went to Rufai and told him, oh boy, I'm cutting him now. Yeah. Oh boy, why don't you just close your eyes and dive to the left? Forget what I've done. You just close your eyes and dive to the left. And so Peter Rufai did it. When the Egyptians were to take that kick, he just dived. I don't know whether he closed his eyes. So when next I see Peter Rufai, I will ask him. Sometimes a couple of times that I met him, I forgot to ask that he now dived to the left and he saved the kick, and Nigeria went on to win. So I understand what you're saying, that Benjamin Mendy saying that, but the thing was that even the Chelsea players, I think 3 of the Chelsea players went to that same direction. The first 5 kicks were all going to the right hand side of the goalkeepers, while the goalkeepers were diving to their left. Yes, and the ball was going in. But look, I can't blame anybody. Because even if Mendy had dived to the right, the quality of those penalties that I saw, and they will have scored. No, there's not. Look, the advantage in a penalty is with the player. Yeah. It's with the player. It's not the goalkeeper. Even if you score a penalty against the goalkeeper, nobody really blames the goalkeeper. Even if he dives to the right place, even if his hand touches it, the feeling is, well, it's a penalty. No problem. You are supposed to score a penalty. Mason Mount, if it had been on target, the goalkeeper would not have saved it. It came off the post, and unfortunately for him, but that's what happened in a penalty shootout.
The penalty shootouts, they were all fantastic for both sides. But then I think Tottenham Hotspur, congratulations to them for going out. But for Eric Dyer, well, it's normal. When the chalk calls, there's nothing you can do, absolutely, because there was the time in 2018 when Sergio Ramos did the same thing against Eibar. So the game was 1-1, 15 minutes to go. He just left the pitch and he had to return. And when he came back, Cristiano Ronaldo, helped them to win that game. to get a victory in that game. So for me, I think sometimes it happens. Even Jimmy Vardy against Arsenal did it. Had to use the low, and sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. The Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang against Brighton also did the same thing. So for me, I think it's really it's not something you see all the time. It's rare, but once it happens, there's nothing you can do. You cannot be professional about it. So there are times you can say, okay, let me hold on, but there's nothing you can do. There was a player in Ireland playing for Coleraine who had to urinate on the pitch, and he was given 6-match ban for urinating on the pitch. Maybe he thought, okay, before I get to the low, it must. Well, sometimes it's nature. So there's no way you can blame Eric there, because it could have also done them some damage if they have scored before he returns.
You can actually go that's in doing number 1 or not number 2 when it is raining. Nobody will know.
Yeah.
If it's raining, you could. I know players do that. When it's raining, they can actually just do that while they are playing. Okay, it's disgusting. Please do not do it. Okay, let's take some stats from that game. Chelsea have lost 6 of their last 8 League Cup penalty shootouts, including all 3 at the 4th round stage, also versus Burnley in 2008-2009 and Stoke in 2015-2016. So it seems Chelsea are very poor when it comes to penalties. You recall the final of the 2008 UEFA Champions League against Manchester United. It was on penalties. They also lost to Liverpool, I think in the semi-finals or quarter-finals now on penalties. But then we remember famously they won the Champions League on penalties in 2012. Jose Mourinho has progressed from 26 of his 31 League Cup ties, with this the first time he has ever progressed via a penalty shootout in the competition, losing the previous 3. He just loves this competition. Won it 3 times with Chelsea and won it once with Manchester United. Maybe he's going to win it with Tottenham Hotspur. And Jose Mourinho, before yesterday, had faced Frank Lampard 4 times without winning in his managerial career. He had drawn 2 and lost 2, twice as many as he has faced any other manager without registering at least 1 win. But finally got a win yesterday. Timo Werner scored his first goal for Chelsea with his 11th shot for the club in all competitions. First competitive goal. I know before you guys start reminding me, but he scored on his debut against Brighton and home. That was a friendly match. Only Robert Lewandowski, who scored 56, Ciro Immobile and Cristiano Ronaldo, 40 each, have scored more goals among players in Europe's top 5 leagues in all competitions since August 2019 than Timo Werner. Werner has got 35. Werner is unbeaten in the last 41 club matches when he has scored across spells with Leipzig and Chelsea. He's won 35 and drawn 6, but yesterday he lost. Eric Lamela has been directly involved in 6 goals in his last 4 cup starts for Tottenham Hotspur. Scored 3 goals and 3 assists. Then each of the 2 League Cup meetings between Mourinho and Lampard have gone to penalty shootouts, with both managers progressing once. Lampard in 2018-2019 with Derby versus Manchester United, and Mourinho with Spurs in the Carabao Cup that we saw last night. Okay, time for us to take a message from our sponsors, BetPay.
It's time to win very big. Feel the excitement at www.betpay.ng, the sports betting company that rewards you whether you win or lose. Stay on top of the action wherever you are. Get the best odds, 150% deposit bonus. Cash out anytime. Accumulate your bonus. You can deposit and withdraw instantly, 247 and much more. Register now at BetPay to start winning. You can also become a BetPay agent and earn fantastic commissions and bonuses. Visit www.betpay.ng. BetPay. You stay, we pay.
Alright, welcome back. Still talking football. Let's look at the results of other matches that were played across Europe yesterday.
Alright, the Spanish La Liga Santander, 2 matches were played yesterday. Real Sociedad at home lost to Valencia, and that victory took Valencia to the top of the La Liga table, while Getafe before the game versus Getafe and Real Betis, although when Getafe won 3-0, they now overtook Real Sociedad. So at the moment, Getafe, they are top of the La Liga Santander table. Then today we are going to be having some matches. Huesca will be at home to Atletico Madrid, and Villarreal also will play host to Deportivo Alaves. Eibar will take on Elche, while Real Madrid at home will welcome Real Valladolid. These are the matches that we played yesterday. Then in the Champions League qualification matches, we also played Dynamo Kiev at home, defeated Kagent 3-0. Ferencváros drew goalless with Mod, while Omonia Nicosia also played goalless with Olympiacos. Tonight, FC Midtjylland will take on Slavia Prague. PAOK Thessaloniki will be at home to FC Krasnodar, while Salzburg will take on Maccabi Tel Aviv.
Okay, those are some of the matches that were played. Let's hear again from Betpe, and we will be right back.
If I put this one, I get 500,000. If I put this one, I get 1 million.
Which one way you dey talk to yourself like this?
Never your bet pay. For bet pay, they go reward you whether you win or lose. Remember, say 150% first deposit bonus they wait for you. You fit deposit and withdraw instant 24/7. And many of them get package full ground. Go register for bet pay and start to the win.
Person fit be agent?
Yes, now you fit become agent and then you go dey get ogbonge bonuses. Oh yeah, go www.betpay.ng.
BetPay, you stake, we pay.
All right, welcome back. Let's talk transfer now. Nigerian international William Troost-Ekong has joined Watford in the English Championship from Udinese in the Italian Serie A. He was born in the Netherlands and he began his career there. He's 27 years old, began his career with Groningen. But of course, we know that he has since played for Nigeria and is now a full-fledged Nigerian international. He said that he believes in the project for Watford to get back into the Premier League. He joined Udinese in 2018 and his move to Watford is the latest in a series of summer deals between the two clubs, which are owned by the Pozzo family in Italy. So they own both Watford and Udinese. But moving from a top 5 league to, well, the Championship, they say it's the 7th most lucrative and maybe the 7th highest ranked league in Europe.
Yeah, well, I understand he wants to play in the Premier League, but I think it would have been better if he had joined a Premier League club. But notwithstanding, as far as the deal, there was nothing he could do about that deal because the both clubs, were owned by Pozzo family, and also for him, he played his part last season to help Udinese to stay in the Serie A. But this time, I think he has got what it takes, to help them come back to the English Premier League because. I see Watford as one of the clubs that will fight their way back if everything is, done properly. We had Ojo Igalo with them at some point. He had to also contribute his own quota, and also the other player who's injury prone, talking about Isaac Success, has also played for the Hunt. So for me, I think he's going to do well with them, but I expected him to move to a bigger club. But what do we have to see? If he is able to make it to the Premier League, then his dreams will come true, and he could be targeted by bigger clubs, like Tottenham Hotspur, Chelsea, and the rest of them. So for me, I think it's good. Though if you go to the social media, many people are not happy because they felt it's a
step down.
Yeah, it's the demotion. But to him, I think so long as he accepts it, he just have to go on with his career. I wish him all the best.
All right, Watford, they also agreed a deal to sign 17-year-old Guinea youth international Jibril Toure from Sefomig FC on a 5.5-year deal. He is going to complete the move to Vicarage Road on the 1st of January 2021. So good luck to William Troost-Ekong in England. We wish it will be in the English Premier League. We now have Sami Ajayi, who gained promotion with West Bromwich Albion. So we have wanted all our defenders to be playing in the top flight. In fact, all our players, they should be in the top flight. But well, he feels that Watford is a good place to start in the Premier League, maybe in English football. So maybe he can gain promotion with them to the Premier League next season. Good luck to him. All right, let's go on this break. We'll be right back.
The 2020-2021 Premier League is here. It's time to win big. And the best way is, of course, getting yourself a jersey so that you can identify yourself with your favorite team. We at www.betspay.ng want to give our punters the opportunity to win a football jersey of their choice. 10 replica jerseys to be worn each week for the next 4 weeks. To participate and win, Visit www.betpay.ng to register. Place a bet of 200 naira. The more bets you place, the more entries you get into the draw. 10 winners would be chosen at random in a draw every Monday. All winners will be contacted. Follow us on our social media pages with your username and ticket number to qualify for the draw. On Instagram, find us at BetPayNG. On Facebook, find us at www.facebook.com/BetPayNG.
All right, welcome back. I'm still talking transfer. A whole lot happening. Manchester City, they have signed 23-year-old defender Ruben Dias from Benfica on a 6-year deal for £65 million.
Yeah, that's huge, and that's.
Doesn't that make him the world's most expensive? Okay, no. Virgil van Dijk is on 70 something.
Yeah, so it's another big one for Manchester City. He's a right-sided midfielder, defender, centre back rather, trying to cover for Vincent Kompany. But I think they still have more to do, because when you look at the way they crumpled like a pack of cards against Leicester City, one will ask questions. What is really happening to Manchester City? Is it the defensive problems alone, or up front? Although I understand some of their players are not ready yet and they are not fit enough to go, especially the two forwards in Aguero and Gabriel Jesus. But solving the defensive problems, I think, is also good, because when you are good at the back, then you have to try and get chances up front that you convert, that will give you victory. So I think right now that has been solved. His partnership with Stones, I'm sure, is going to bring something really positive, because Otamendi has moved the other direction, so which also reduced the number of centre backs that they've got so far. And for Fernandinho, he had to play sometimes as a central defender, although he's an holding midfielder. So with Diaz arrival, he could now move to his preferred position. So for me, I think it's good. Nathan Ake also in the beginning this season, this summer rather, and also other players might join them. So I think it's good. Ferran Torres, 3 signings right now. I'm sure if he's able to get other players to fill other positions, and the strikers are able to return fit and really ready to go, I'm sure City, we know them, they are scoring side. They play with high intensity, so they just have to strengthen in order for them to compete this season.
Okay, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. Now they've spent so much on their defense, but they're still leaking goals. They considered 5 over the weekend. Let's hope now with the arrival of Ruben Dias, maybe he will partner Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake is a left-sided central defender. He plays on the right, talking about Ruben Dias. So maybe they now have what they really want. In the past, sometimes you have 2 right-footed central defenders. Yeah, playing, one will be playing on the left, but when you have a left footer who is going to be the left-sided central defender, it gives your team more balance. Maybe we'll have to wait and see how that is going to play out for Manchester City and their new signings. Okay, let's take another message. We will be right back.
Say no time to check time, but this is not time to hammer. You don't try BetPay, them go reward you whether you win or lose. Remember, say 150% first deposit bonus, they wait for you. You fit cash out anytime. You fit deposit and withdraw instant 24/7, and many get things full grand though. You self fit become BetPay agent, and you go they get get bonuses. Oh yeah, sharp go to www.betpay.ng. BetPay, you stake, we pay.
All right, welcome back to the program. This is the segment that is sponsored by BetPay. Okay, let's look at what's happening in the transfer rumors. Manchester United, they have had a 91.3 million pounds bid, rejected by Borussia Dortmund. And guess who they placed the bet? No, not bet now. Who they made that bid for? It is the 20-year-old England forward Jadon Sancho. I think it's becoming ridiculous, really. I think Manchester United should just say, look, these guys do not want to sell. They've told them we are not going to sell for less than our asking price, which is over 100 million pounds. So since they have been rejecting it, then Manchester United should maybe just either they pay the money that Borussia Dortmund are demanding. Before, they even told them that if they don't complete the deal by the 10th of August, they should forget it. And today is the 30th of September. Yeah, so
10 days to go.
Yeah, I think they should just forget the whole thing.
Look at other alternatives. That's the truth.
So Manchester United, they fear losing face if another offer for Sancho is rejected by Dortmund. Look, I think they have already lost face. So maybe what they should do is now go all out, pay the money and get Sancho, or they should stop embarrassing themselves by making all these offers that the Borussia Dortmund keeps rejecting. This is Manchester United we are talking about, one of the biggest brands in world football. So they have now joined the race to sign Real Madrid and Serbia international striker Luka Jovic, who's 22, on loan. And they are close to landing 23-year-old Barcelona and France forward Ousmane Dembele. They are giving Barca the financial leeway to sign former Manchester United forward Memphis Depay, who now plays for Lyon. Then Pep Guardiola wants to sign a new left back before the transfer window shuts. They are targeting Bayern Munich and Austria's David Alaba, as well as Ajax and Argentina's Nicolas Tagliafico, both of them age 28. German champions Bayern Munich, they have approached Brighton over a deal for 19-year-old English right back Tariq Lamptey, and this guy is fantastic. I rate him even higher than Reece James, who's at Chelsea right now. I don't know why Chelsea sold this guy for just about £3 or £4 million to Brighton and Hove Albion. So if Bayern Munich are interested in him, you can imagine what they will do with him. And Bayern Munich are fantastic for handling players like this. Alphonso Davies was a winger, but they brought him and converted him to a left back. Joshua Kimmich too is a winger, but they now plays right back comfortably. So I'm sure they want Lamptey to do something like that, and he will be providing competition for Joshua Kimmich. Southampton, they could make a late move to sign 21-year-old Heerenveen and Dutch midfielder Joey Verman. Then West Ham's loan bid for Slavia Prague's Czech right back Vladimir Kufal, 28, has been rejected. Chelsea, they are willing to sell Germany defender Anthony Rudiger, and although Tottenham Hotspur are interested in a 27-year-old, the Blues will prefer if he moved overseas. Brazilian centre-back Thiago Silva, who's 36, says he was annoyed by the way Paris Saint-Germain handled his exit, and even though the French champions offered him a 1-year contract extension, it was too late as he had already agreed to join Chelsea. Lucas Torreira's agent has landed in Madrid for talks with Atletico Madrid over a potential move to Spain from Arsenal for the 24-year-old Uruguayan midfielder. And we don't know, maybe they will now want to talk about the Ghanaian Thomas Partey, but they are chasing other players, talking about Arsenal. Okay, one more message from our sponsors and we'll be done with this segment.
The 2020-2021 Premier League is here. It's time to win big. And the best way is, of course, getting yourself a jersey so that you can identify yourself with your favorite team. We at www.betspay.ng want to give our punters the opportunity to win a football jersey of their choice. 10 replica jerseys to be worn each week for the next 4 weeks. To participate and win, visit www.betspay.ng to register. Place a bet of 200 naira. The more bets you place, the more entries you get into the draw. 10 winners would be chosen at random in a draw every Monday. All winners will be contacted. Follow us on our social media pages with your username and ticket number to qualify for the draw. On Instagram, find us at BetPayNG. On Facebook, find us at www.facebook.com/BetPayNG.
Okay, guys. BetPay, they say that you guys are not following the rules to win a jersey. That you deposit and you don't place a bet. So you need to follow the regulations. You need to follow them on their social media so that you can win the jerseys. Okay, they want you to win this jersey, so you've got to follow the rules that they have been explaining. This is how you participate. You visit the website www.betpayng to register. Then you place a bet of 200 naira. Then the more bets you place, the more entries you get into the draw. Then 10 winners will be chosen at random in a draw every Monday. Then all winners are going to be contacted. Okay, so you follow them on Instagram at BetPayNG, then on Facebook at BetPayNG. Okay, so those are the rules so that you guys can win the jersey, because some of you are saying we said you will win jerseys, but up till now you've not been winning. You need to follow the rules so that you can win those jerseys. All right, let's go on this break. We'll be right back.
Looking for a house or an office or a nice place to live in peace and comfort in Edo State? Look no further. At Orange Woods Limited, we go the extra mile to create beautiful homes and provide housing solutions just for you. We develop, we manage, we sell, rent and lease properties. We also pride ourselves in offering high quality security and solar equipment and services that meets your budget. We develop apps and software for your business. We also have a delivery service that can help you deliver anything within Benin City. So give us a try today and you'll be glad you did. Orange Woods Limited is located at number 32 Akiobari Street off Ihama Road, GRA, Benin City. Call 0903-889-5858. Orange Woods Limited. Real estate, technology, logistics.
Alright, welcome back to Sports Fiesta live on a 2.7 KFM Benin City, and we are on the home straight of the program this morning. Very soon we will be looking at your text message to see what you guys have for us. But first, let's preview the game tonight. Game 1 of the NBA Finals. LA Lakers versus Miami Heat. LeBron James versus the team where he won 2 NBA titles.
Yeah, I think it's not going to be easy, because he has also said that this is his biggest challenge, in basketball. Almost 3 months inside the bubble, but almost 11 months since the championship started, and he has been able to do very well, helping LA Lakers to the NBA Finals. Yes, he's not the only big boy there. They've got Anthony Davis, but he is, to me, the superstar in any club he joins. Talking about LeBron James. Yes, he did it for Miami Heat twice. 4 times they got to the finals, but they won it twice. Then he went to Cleveland Cavaliers, also did it. They won it. Now he's at Lakers, and he wants to also ensure that he gets to the to do well in the 10th NBA Finals that he'll be taking part in. Well, tonight it starts. Even if they get to start on a negative note, one will expect LeBron James to fire them back, but I'm sure he must have told his players, his teammates rather, guys, we just have to start very well and not take any chances, because Miami Heat, we saw what they did against their opponents, Boston Celtics. They did not even allow Celtics, though they won 1 match. It was now 2-1. It was now 3-2. Then before they close it off. So for me, I think they must have learned from the way they got to the finals. Talking about LA Lakers. Yes, he's the big dog. He has done very well. He knows how to shoulder responsibilities in tough games like this. But I think it's not going to be easy, honestly. But facing his former team, with which he won 2 titles, well, it's going to be emotional. But I'm sure LeBron is going to put every other thing aside and see how he can also win with LA Lakers. So whoever gets to win these finals, I think it's going to be well deserved. But I think I have to go with Lakers because of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Davis.
All right, so game 1 tonight, it is the best of 7 as usual. You get to 4, then it means that you have won. For neutrals, you want to see game 7. That is, each side would have won 3 games, and so you go to game 7. But if let's say Lakers won game, they win game 1, win game 2, win game 3, win game 4, then it's all over. They will not play up to 7. But if Miami Heat are able to also win some games, then we will have to extend it. But game 1 happens tonight. I will wait to see who will take the first win of the final.
It's not going to be easy though, but we have a Nigerian who will be playing the NBA finals for the very first time. It's a player for the Tigers, talking about Gabriel Unandi Vincent, though they call him Gabe Vincent, over the place for Miami Heat. So tonight with also with Bam Adebayo. Yeah,
but he doesn't play for.
No, it's only Gabe that plays for Nigeria. But
yeah, we've been talking about them. There have been several Nigerians who have participated, but of course they are Nigerians in quotes because they didn't play for Nigeria. They did not represent Nigeria. Giannis Adetokounmpo, for instance. If Giannis Adetokounmpo has a brother in LA Lakers, although he's not a super regular. Yes, his brother is there at the LA Lakers, so we'll have an Adetokounmpo in the final, but it's not the Greek freak Giannis. They have not represented Nigeria, so they opted to represent Greece.
So kudos to Gabe Vincent for doing this. If they are able to beat Lakers to win it, come on, the medal would come to Nigeria Basketball Federation, which will be really, really huge, and it will also inspire others to go into basketball, do well, and also win the NBA title. It's not going to be easy though, but it starts tonight. Let's see how far they can go.
Okay, let's look at your messages now. See how many we have here and how many we can take before we leave the studio. Ibrahim, you forgot one flop at Man United. Harry Maguire, that they made captain because of the huge fees, 80 million pounds. LOL from E. John. Oh, okay. Talking about the world record for central defenders. Yeah, it is actually Harry Maguire. Yeah. But why would you flop that they made captain because of the? I don't think they made him captain because of the huge fees. Maybe he's got leadership qualities and he's an England international, so maybe that's why they made him the captain, not necessarily because of the money. Good morning, KUFM. It's clear Lampard is the problem of Chelsea. Won't be surprised if he got sacked anytime. NS from Sapele Road. Is Lampard really the problem at Chelsea? I mean, well, you know, the buck stops at the table of the manager. He selects the players. So if the players perform poorly, you've got to still say, well, it's the coach. But come on, if Frank Lampard were playing, if he were one of those Chelsea midfielders, I'm sure he would have got a goal yesterday because of the way the game was, or he would have made a pass that will free a striker to go one-on-one with the goalkeeper and score. Look at what's this guy's name? Mason Mount. The opportunity he had to lay that pass on for Timo Werner.
If he had done
did not. Look at even the guy that we were saying Lampard should play, the winger, Colin Mosomodoy. He also had an opportunity, but he decided to go it alone and he shot over the bar. So do you blame Lampard for those? Well, but I said the buck stops at the coach's table. Good morning, men of sports. I want to know, when is the transfer market closing in England, and is there any transfer news for Manchester United? Osaro from Ikpaba. Well, if you listen, we mentioned all the transfer news for Manchester United. It's going to close on the 5th of October. That's for, you know, getting foreign players in, but within the league, in the English Football League, I think it's still going to extend till is it the 16th of October now? But that will mean that you can
move from one one club to another inside England.
Yeah, but not getting players from other leagues. Egosa, my brother, every coach is desirous of winning matches. Don't forget that the other team is also doing everything to defeat you. It's not easy, my brother. Edebo Donald. A double donor. Why did you remove the O from your name? It used to be a double donor, but these days I have noticed that several times. I thought the first time I thought, okay, maybe it was, but it has now become consistent. It's no longer a double donor. Is it a different person now? I'm sure it's the same person, but the O is no longer there. Somebody's O has got to go. Good morning. Please, is Bill injured? Because I haven't seen him feature for sports. And can a female manage a male national team? Benny from Ikuba Hill. Well, there is no rule against that, but maybe they feel that there are more qualified men, that's why they give it to men. But there is absolutely no rule against women managers being the head coaches of female teams. After all, you have many male managers being handling a female national team, so there is really nothing wrong with a female managing the male teams. But I don't think there is any national team, I'm not aware of any that is managed by a female right now. I don't know, but there is no law against that. Of course, we know there are so many female national teams managed by males. Okay, so there is really nothing against that, but people don't, maybe they just feel you have more qualified men, and that's why they give them the job. And besides, women are beginning to make inroads into the men's game. Yeah. Even in officiating, we see officiating. We see women now coming to officiate men's game. The Borussia Dortmund, they just got a new physical trainer. Yeah, she's a lady, just about, I think about 21 years old. And you need to see, when you see her, you know she's a physical trainer, because she looks really fit. And what's that word that these millennials use these days? Hot. She's really hot. And some guys are even saying that Manchester United are wasting their time. There is no way that Jadon Sancho will leave with this new trainer that they have brought. So you've got women actually handling very important position in the men's game. Okay, so but I think that it's just because maybe they feel, oh, there are more qualified men, that's why they give them the job. But nothing says a woman cannot be the head coach of a football team or the head coach of a men's national team. We've seen them handle different positions. They've been what's this woman's name at Chelsea before? Eva Canero. She used to be the doctor at Chelsea. Okay, all right, guys. That's our package. We will see you at 4 p.m. with a fresh edition of Sports Fiesta. But before we go, time to blow the final whistle.
This is what my intentions will be: trying to get off the blocks very strong with a good intensity. Obviously, these conditions are different than what we are used to here in the French Open. Everyone has been talking about it. The balls, the heavy clay, the cold weather. It all affects the play, of course, but I think it's quite suitable to my style of the game. World number one, Novak Djokovic, reacting to his first round French Open victory over Sweden's Mikael Ymer yesterday. And that's the final whistle on the show this morning.
Alright, that's our package. See you at 4 p.m. I'm Salih Ibrahim. I've been doing this with Egosa Aigbeka. Please stay tuned for KU News Updates at 9. Bye-bye.
Trying to get or receive information through all corners of the globe requires unprecedented